Yo guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I saw Relay. Alright, so Relay is the newest movie starring Riz Ahmed and Lily James in quite an interesting story. And whenever I first heard about this movie and whenever I first saw the first trailer for it, I have to say that I thought that this movie was going to be one of those more generic movies, one of those movies that would not get a lot of great scores, probably will not even get a lot of visitors in the movie theater, and it will just be there and you will forget about it immediately. But then I saw the scores for it, and the scores were actually not that bad. And I saw a lot of people that were praising the story for its tenseness. So that definitely got my attention to it. And I was genuinely really interested in seeing where this movie might go. And I went to watch it, and I have to say that the tenseness that people are praising is definitely approved for this movie. It's very tense with moments. I do have a lot of problems with it as well, and I do have a feeling that I know a way to make this movie better. But the tenseness was there, and the tenseness worked for what they were trying to do with the telephone and with everything going on, and the way that they shot certain things, and the way that they made sure that you start to care for these characters before they go into the problems and before they go into the main story is genuinely really good, and the tenseness of it all worked really well. The thing I do have with this movie is I do have a feeling that I know how you can make this movie better, which is, right now they showed both of the sides immediately and then also showed the bad guys, and they showed us the entire different thing and the entire problem that they were having. I think it would have been better, and I think this movie would have benefited from a moment or just from around half of the movie of just Riz Ahmed and his character. Have these telephone conversations in the way that you do them. Do not have Lily James on screen, do not have the bad guys on screen, do not have nothing of that. Just have Riz Ahmed and the telephone contacts, and have Riz Ahmed try to fix everything that he needs to fix in order to get this woman safe and in order to get everything that he needs to. You can even do it from the perspective of Lily James. It would have also been great, but I do feel like that extra sense of mystery that you could have that you could get to this movie would have maybe benefited its story a little bit more. Not that it was bad in any kind of way. It was still a pretty damn good and pretty damn tense story, so I was definitely loving what I saw, but I feel like they could have benefited a little bit more from more mystery instead of just shoehorning everything to us and just giving us everything. And okay, you have a lot of great actors in there, I have to admit it. I would also put them on screen if I were you. And Riz Ahmed is phenomenal, and Lily James is a powerhouse, so you all have that, and I get it. I just feel like that sense of mystery could have made this movie a little bit better even. And then this movie is incredibly tense and is quite good for 2/3 of this movie, and then you have the third act, the third third of this movie, and that's where it derails. The movie makes some shifts in its story over there, and it makes some shifts in its premise, and where they can't see each other and stuff like that, and they do some things with those scenes, and I have to be honest, that's where the movie completely derails for me and where it loses me. This third act, I absolutely hated. I did not think it fitted the movie. There are some plot twists in that third act that, for my opinion, did not really work well. And I do also think that the movie should not even have those kinds of plot twists, because it made the story worse instead of better. So it kind of broke it down a little bit. And the plots have twisted, but it really did not need to. And the way that this third act was set up based around this plot twist made sure that you have an entirely different movie in that third act that just did not fit the vibe of everything else in this movie. It's still a pretty damn solid third act in and of itself. It's just that it's not fitting with this movie. So it made sure that it's a really conflicting thing, as it's not bad. The third act is not bad enough to completely destroy the movie and the feeling you have towards it, but it's also just bad enough to make sure that this falls into a really big standard category of just everything you've seen before. It falls into an incredibly generic category because of that third act, instead of being something special and something to remember. And that's just what this movie kind of killed in the end. So, have you seen it? Please let me know what you thought of that third act and what you thought of the plot twists in the end. I'm still going to give this one 3.5 stars because I did think that most of the movie was good. I still just have a feeling that this movie could have been a lot better if it did some things differently and did some things in a way that were not as generic as they were right now. Alright, what did you think of this one? Please let me know in the comments down below because I'm really excited to hear your opinion on it. I want to thank you for watching and I would like to see you in the next video. Thank you and bye bye.